Hi, it's Donna Robertson with Fabric Cafe, and we have a great lineup for you today. We have some brand new fabrics that just came in this past week, and we can't wait to show all of those to you. For those of you who are joining us for the first time, these are some of my books. We have 9 different books altogether, 2 downloadable and then 7 in print. So each one of these books has 8 patterns. Each pattern in the latest books are written for 3 different sizes. You have the twin, the king queen, or the lap quilt. The lap quilts will be what you'll be seeing today, and we'll show you several quilts that I don't think we have all of those fabrics, but we do have the quilt for you to look at, because any 3 yards of fabric will work with any one of my patterns. So every pattern I write is for 3 yards of fabric. Great stash buster. The books are $15.99, and you can get 1 book free when you buy 3 kits. Or if you just need a stash buster, $15.99 gives you 8 patterns in 3 different sizes. So with no further ado, let's get started. We've got my handy dandy helper Hannah here today, and John is behind the camera, and she's holding up So Quick. Now, So Quick was one of the early patterns that we published, and it's a great pattern to show off big prints. So you have a big 10-inch block, and then you have a strip pieced 5-inch 4-patch here. So each of these were 5.5-inch strips that were sewn together, cut into units, and one of them is turned. So this is called So Quick, and we have some gorgeous fabric for that, and we want to put that one up on the table because I've cut fabric so that I can show you how it will look when you change the fabrics out. So I do not have this fabric available, but I do have some gorgeous fabric here. So let's show you that. And so this is the fabric. Maybe I better pull this over here, John, and put this on a white background so they can actually see it. So we're in the dead of summer here. I started to say winter, but it's not. I think it's close to 100 today here in Texas. But we will be seeing that fall weather in about 4 to 6 weeks for Texas. It'll still be just a little bit of time, but aren't those gorgeous leaves? And then with that, we put a pretty yellow. And then we also have this, which looks like a real close-up of some of these leaves and the way that they pattern out. So what would that look like if we put it in the So Quick pattern? That particular one is called Autumn Leaves. So let's talk about that now. And I've got some pieces here to show you. Now, I actually did a couple of blocks. So here's one block. You can see that's going to be your 10-inch strip, and then you're going to have your color number 3 is your darkest of your 2 leftovers. I didn't trim my seam allowances off this time so that you don't see any of that background when I put these together, but this will give you an idea of what this would look like. And when I cut this, I cut 1 extra block just for the fun of it, so that it would kind of give you an idea of what this looks like. And I'm just going to put this over here to block that out. Isn't that gorgeous? So I think this would make up into a beautiful quilt, and it is called Autumn Leaves, and it is kit number 8020411, Autumn Leaves. It's the So Quick pattern, and we also have that in either a downloadable book or an individual pattern. This is our downloadable book for quilt favorites, and it does have that pattern included here, So Quick. So this will give you all of the information you need about how to strip piece and cut in piece for 3 different sizes, twin and king queen. So that one is called Autumn Leaves. So we're going to just pull this one over here and give it to Hannah, and we'll look at the fabrics one more time. You have the beautiful leaves, you have the gold, and then you have the fractured color that looks like a real close-up of the veining on the leaves. Very, very pretty. All right. The next one that we have for you is Corner Play. Now, you've seen Corner Play several times in our lineup. It's one of our most popular patterns, and this one is in the Pretty Darn Quick book, and it's also an individual pattern. Do we have any of this fabric left?
I don't remember.
we pull these out so we can show you new things, but this one might still be on the web. I'm not sure we still have that fabric.
I think it is.
It is? Okay. So that one would be available. If you need to know what that is, just write a question and we will answer you on Facebook. We'll tell you what the name of that kit is if you like this fabric. It's a beautiful QT fabric. But we have some batiks that came in, some Moda batiks that are just gorgeous, and we thought it would look really good in this. So this would be your focus fabric, your #1 fabric. Anytime you're reading one of my patterns, I put the focus fabric in #1. Then the background color is your #2, and the darkest is your #3. So you have your focus, and then of the 2 left over, you use your lightest in 2 and your darkest in 3. So this is a gorgeous one. We're calling it Butterfly Dance. The kit number is 8020418. It is the Corner Play, and that one is in the book Pretty Darn Quick. This is the cover, if you need to see the cover of the book. And here's that one that she was showing you right on the cover. So that one is called Corner Play, and if you want to know the name of that kit, just write it on your comments there on Facebook, and we will give you the answer. It comes as a pattern or as the book. And if you do buy 3 kits, you can get one of those books free. You just write the name of it in the comments section and select book deal when you purchase your kits. Okay, the next one, this one is the Friendship Star, and that one was from my very first book, Quick and Easy 3-Yard Quilts. So that was the first book that I did, and this one's been very, very popular. And we have some more beautiful batiks that we want to show you today, but I'm going to get Hannah to put that one up on the table. And I'm showing you the downloadable books actually in a notebook so that you can see how we do it. This is the sheet protectors, and we just put the, printed the whole thing out, put the cover, and you've got the complete book. And you can download the patterns and put these in the sheet protectors, and it's a real easy way for you to follow the patterns. Now this is the Friendship Star here, and here's your information about your color placement and your piecing right over here. But we've got stuff to show you right here because I cut pieces for this one as well. Let's look at this beautiful fabric. So this is another set of Moda batiks that just came in. Isn't that gorgeous? I fell in love with this one, and I just think it's gorgeous. So these are the 3 fabrics. So your fabric 3, your fabric 2, and your fabric 1 is your focus fabric. Isn't that just gorgeous? I have to open it up. This is one that's like a piece of art. You just want to sit and look at that one. Okay, let's look at what it looks like on the quilt. So your pattern is Friendship Star. It comes as an individual pattern. It also comes as your, in the book. If you choose the downloadable book, we will send you a code for you to download the book. Now this is the square. So we're going to put that here. So it just goes right here in your focus fabric. Okay, we're going to work right here. Now, when you're doing your Friendship Star, this is actually going to be done in all these little pieces, and then you're going to make what we call units. So your first unit, this one I did, let me do this here. Oh, it's a little bit different because of the way the color placement goes. When I made this one, I wanted it to have these red, and you can easily change that whenever you make your half square triangles by either there, or you can put it the other way. You can put it up like this. And I chose to put the what did I choose to do? I didn't either. I put it in the red, just like that. So we've got our red and our yellow. And then we've got another red up here. And then this is a unit. So you have a triangle, you've got a square, and that's one unit. You make an identical unit over on this side. So you need to get that one turned around. I'll get it in just a minute. And here is your other one. And what I've done is I've cut these regular size, so after the show I'll sew these together with the 1/4 inch and they will be all together. So can you see it beginning to take shape? And then you're going to have your center one has 2, and I'm probably going to have to rotate here.
There you go.
There we go. Is that looking more like it? And then this one goes right here, and this one goes right here. Is that right?
Looking
I
better.
need one more. There, I got it. It's like putting together a puzzle. And if you follow the pictures in the pattern, it'll show you exactly where to put them, instead of trying to guess like I just did. But that gives you your friendship star. We're going to put this little white over here so we'll block it out. And here is that, so you can see how gorgeous that will be whenever you make it up with those batiks. All right, now if we go back over and look at this, it's 8020413. It's called Fire Dance. It's the Friendship Star. It's from Quick and Easy 3-yard quilts, and it's also an individual pattern like this. All right, the next one that we have for you, I didn't cut pieces and parts on this one, but let's look at the pattern that we've chosen for this. This one is Town Square. And I actually had someone that asked me today, they had picked out some different fabric they bought a kit, and it was supposed to be made with Heartland, but they wanted to know how it would look in Town Square. And the cool thing is, because any 3 yards of fabric will work in any one of my patterns, I always do a focus fabric and a light and a dark. And your light and your dark are comparing to each other, not to your focus fabric, because sometimes your focus fabric might have a light background, sometimes it'll have a dark background, but with my patterns it doesn't matter, because your focus fabric is going to go in the number 1 position, which is your largest size block in your quilt. And then you choose light and dark from the 2 that are remaining, and it will work every time. So the fabric that she had chosen I thought would look really good in Town Square. Okay, this kit is called Galaxy. We actually had a Galaxy about a month or so ago. It's been just a little while, and it was very, very popular. And so we just decided it was time to buy some more as soon as we found it. So we do that. We try to replace kits that have been extremely popular. This particular one is the focus fabric, and then you have your fabric 2 is your yes, what's the word I'm looking for? When you compare, I knew it started with the C. I started to say combine, but when you compare these 2 together, the lightest is your number 2, the darkest is your number 3. So we picked up that teal and then that purpley blue back here that comes from this particular fabric. Here's your purpley blue in here. Now this one is called Galaxy, and it is with Town Square, and that's also in the Easy Peasy book. So it is available as an individual pattern. It's also available as a book. Now Hannah was holding up the quilt that is called Pet Pictures. We also have that fabric, so the quilt, and we'll ask her to hold that one up again for you so you can see. That's called Pet Pictures. It's Town Square from the Easy Peasy book, but that kit with the animals, let's look over here, is 802011. So we do have this fabric available on our website if you would like to get that.
And it's great quilting on that one too.
Yeah, it is. It has little puppy prints or kitty prints on it, paw prints. That's really cute. What else is on there? I think it's mainly just paw prints, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, very cute. The next one that we have is called Purple Passion. This one, if you like purple, you're going to like this one. Isn't that great? So this one has your focus fabric, and those kind of look like dandelions to me. They're kind of stylized dandelions, I guess, but very pretty. And then we picked out a light purple, and then we have a black. So we kind of coordinated with the purple in here and with the black. And I like using, because these are darker fabrics, I wanted to pick out a black that had some light to it so that it didn't just kind of go really, really dark. It gives you a little more light in the fabric. So this one's 8020420. It's called Purple Passion. And the quilt that we want to look at is called Jigsaw. And I think that this one would look gorgeous in this. So we would put that, what I was calling the dandelion would go in here as your focus fabric. And then you would put that lighter purple here. And see how this is just a flat black? I think it would look great with that little bit of white. Will kind of brighten it up a little bit. So this is Jigsaw. Jigsaw is available in our Modern Views book. And I'll hold that cover up, Modern Views. And it has the jigsaw pattern in this one. And then we also have it available as an individual pattern. So this one is called number 8020420. Now the next quilt that Hannah is holding up and showing us is called Harmony. And this one is from my book, Fast and Fun. No, Easy Does It. Trying to keep up with my children again. So when you have over 100, believe you me, remembering, you just wouldn't know what a wonderful talent I have to remember that many people or quilts. This is called Harmony, and it's in this book, Easy Does It. And we have, this fabric is available on our website. So let's look and see. This one's called Tranquil Circles, and it's from the book Easy Does It. The pattern is called Harmony, and an alternate pattern would be Byzantine Door. And the reason we give you an alternate pattern on this one is because this pattern is not available as an individual pattern yet. It will be a while before that comes out as an individual. Now let's look at the fabric that we've selected for that, and let's let Hannah put that quilt up on the table, because we have pieces and parts to put out for you on this one as well. Okay, here's the fabric that we have picked out, and this one is called Moonlight Garden, and you can just see the light filtering through the trees out in the garden. I think that's really a pretty, pretty fabric. And then we've picked up the beige in this, and then we have the blue-gray here with more of the little beige. So we have our focus fabric, our 1, our 2, and our 3. So 1, 2, 3. Now let's look at that fabric that we have. And what I did on this one, I sewed my pieces together, but I'm going to show you a little trick. On doing this particular version of a snowball, that's what that's called, you're going to take your fabric and you will sew. Let me open this up. I didn't trim this one just so you could see. Yes, but then opening it up, because I did press it. Okay, there we go. So what you do is you put a square on every corner, and then you sew it from corner to corner. Then you would trim that off so it would look like this. So this one is not trimmed off. It's still on there. And then this one, I've trimmed it off. So can you see the difference there? Then I pressed them open. And if you'll look at this one, there is your snowball. So we're going to put that one right here. And then the second piece is a rectangular piece, and that is sewn with a strip on either side. And so what you're doing is you're creating this look like you have here with this blue-gray because each one of these, so this one would go up here, and that would be taking the place of the blue-gray. And whenever you get through, you have this magnificent design called Harmony. But I like the way this one looks very much. Let's put some white over here to block out that other color. So this one is called Moonlight Garden. It's Harmony. The quilt kit is 8020412. And Harmony Easy Does It. You could do the rail fence or Byzantine door like we showed you earlier. Here's the rail fence. That would be a very interesting version as well. All right, we'll put these over here. And then we have some fun, happy fabric coming right up. How many of you quilt for kiddos? Or for the young or the young at heart? Okay, we're going to show you a quilt first. This one is called Strip Happy. And when I did this particular one, I wanted something that looked like it was really pieced together in little pieces, but it's actually strip pieced, and these are your strips right here. So you do a small, a medium, and a larger piece together. And we stripped it, and then we cut it, and then we put it together, and it was really fast and easy to do. So it's a fun, I do a lot of strip piecing. But these are cute little monkeys. We don't have this fabric any longer, but we do have some monkey fabric that came in. So we want you to see this. This is another Moda. We got a bunch of Moda in this week. We were excited. So we have these cute little monkeys for your number 1 position. So they will be your largest piece in the quilt. And then when you compare these two, the yellow and the green with the bananas, then you've got your light and your dark. And so you've got fabric 1, 2, and 3. And this one is 8020415. And the pattern is called Strip Happy. The next one is Sugar Pie. And Sugar Pie is one that we did a few years ago. I guess it's probably been about 3 years since I've developed this particular pattern. And it's also available in the Pretty Darn Quick book. And it too is strip pieced. I am not going to make you cut these little bitty pieces and put them into a quilt. I actually do a long strip that's 1.5 inches wide. I'll sew it to a much wider strip. If I were really good, I'd remember that measurement. It looks like it might be about 7 inches. I think it's 6.5. And so you sew this big long strip of this to a big long strip of that, and then we cut it into those units that I keep calling them. And when I strip piece, I refer to them as units when you cut it into pieces. And so this is just not little bitty pieces, but big pieces sewn together and then cut. So it's really a nice way to go. This one's a little bit more sewing than some of my patterns, and it's also a little bit smaller. It's more like a child's size or a wheelchair or just a smaller quilt. I have seen people do it where they use like a kitchen fabric here and use it for a wall hanging in their breakfast room, and I thought that was a really cute version as well. So this one's called Sugar Pie. Let me show you the fabric that we picked out. And again, we have another Moda fabric, and this one is just a happy fabric, and we did it all in pinks. So this would be your focus fabric here. And then your number 2 fabric is this cute little pink polka dot. And then your fabric 3 has the little swirlies on it. Absolutely adorable fabric. The pattern is Sugar Pie. And your kit number is 8020414. And it's called Best Friends Forever. Sugar Pie is your pattern. And it's available in the Pretty Darn Quick book. The next, excuse me, the next quilt, I think, oh, we've got a last chance here. I'm sorry. Let's do this. I'm sorry, I missed my cue here. This one is a last chance for those of you just starting to join us. There's only one of these left. So if you look at this cute little fabric, I have to tell you we have only one left. So it's absolutely adorable with the unicorns. Your fabric number 2 is the blue. Your fabric number 3 is the pink star. Absolutely adorable. And it's 8020422, Rainbows and Unicorns. Oh, there's the rainbows right there. And Pretty Darn Quick and Sugar Pie was our recommendation. Last chance, though. There's only one left. Now we can look at this particular one. Sorry, I missed my cue on that one. Okay, this one is called Puzzle Me This. I do not have this fabric any longer, but it's a good example of using a tonal fabric to really make your design pop. And it's from the Quick and Easy 3-Yard Quilt book. And we've got some pretty fabric to show you on this one. Now on this, our number 1 fabric is the square here. Our number 2 fabric is your gold. See how that gold is your number 2 fabric and it falls to the back so that it really allows the design of the quilt to pop off the surface. And then the dark green is our number 3 fabric. So with that, we will look at this one. And we decided to do the leaves as the number 1. But remember, because you can move your positions around, you could just as easily put your leaves in the number 3 and put this in your number 1. As long as you cut everything that I tell you to cut out of each position, then you can switch your fabrics around if you would like to. This particular time we chose this as our number 1 fabric. This is your number 2, so that's going to be in your background, so it'll really cause the design to pop off of the quilt. And this is the number 3, which will also end up in the border, and it is a type of stripe, and I love stripes in the border. It will be going sideways like this in your border. It'll go out away from the quilt. So this one is called Puzzle Me This, and it's 8020417, Shades of Fall. Puzzle Me This and Quick and Easy is a downloadable book. We will send you a code if you choose a book, whether you buy the books for $15.99 or you choose to take that book free when you buy 3 kits. Now, if you take an individual pattern, it would be Puzzle Me This. It is available as an individual. This one is Rail Fence. I had to make sure I didn't miss another cue here. Hannah does a great job of getting me ready and making the signs and putting them all in order. And all she has to do is depend on my brain remembering to do things. This one's called Rail Fence. This is another one from that very first book, Quick and Easy 3-Yard Quilts. And this one we used kind of I call it camo colors, but I made this one specifically because I thought it would be a good guide kind of color quilt. And it's that super simple, strip 3 pieces together and cut your blocks and turn your blocks. So you make 2 different strip sets and that goes together really fast. Now the fabric that we've chosen is a little more soft and feminine, so we will show you this one. This one is your number 1 fabric is your focus fabric. Very pretty. Your number 2 fabric will be your background, and then your number 3 fabric will be your borders and your other accent colors. Now this one again is Rail Fence, and it's called Home Sweet Home. The kit number is 8020419, and it's Rail Fence from Quick and Easy 3-Yard Quilts. And we have a couple more of our last chance. And this one is so cute. My goodness gracious. I do like pink and gray. But is that not cute? This is called Pink Parade. Isn't that cute? It's got the cute little gray and pink campers. If you know somebody with a camper that would enjoy having a camper quilt, this would be perfect. And then here's your number 2 fabric. And then your number 3 fabric is the gray with the polka dot. So this is the last chance. There's only 4 left. And we're recommending the Pretty Please pattern. Pretty Please is only available as a pattern. It's not available in a book. And just remember, any quilt pattern works with any of the fabrics, so you could always use a pattern from one of the books. Another last chance, and we only have one of these left, and I think we just introduced this one just a couple of weeks ago. This one is called Watercolor Flowers. It's a beautiful quilt, and it has the purples and the greens and the rosy colors, and then we've picked up that green for your fabric number 2, and we've picked up the purple for your fabric number 3. So this one is just gorgeous. We are recommending Diamond Dust as the pattern. This one is available in Modern Views book or as an individual pattern. Kit number is 8020421. There is only one left, so you'll want to scoot over and pick that one up if you are interested. So that's our show today. We thank you very much for joining us. It's a lot of fun. Like one person wrote on comments, she said it's like getting to go to a trunk show twice a week. She loved it. And we love being able to share our quilts with you. We do have to say we hope that you're getting some feel for how to put fabrics together. The books are great stash busters. In fact, all of my patterns are great for stash busting. And all you need are 3 1-yard cuts of fabric. So join us on Friday. Okay, we do not have a Thursday video this week because Friday we are doing the Mancuso show, and we will be video 11:45 Central, 12:45 Central, Eastern, and do I have to extrapolate the other mountain? And but I know what time it is here, 11:45. We will be doing a video for the Mancuso show, and it's on Facebook, 11:45, the Mancuso show. We'll put a link up on our Facebook so you'll know how to find it. And their show actually goes Wednesday through Friday or through Saturday?
Saturday, I think.
Thursday through Saturday, something like that. I'll have to look and see.
I think it's onlinequiltfestival.com. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, but we will put it on Facebook so you can find it. And it's Donna Robertson with Fabric Cafe. Thanks for joining us. Be sure to catch the high-quality video on YouTube at the virtualquiltshowvideos.com. Have a great day.